Hey, it's Joel. This is my friend Jeff, better known as Craft Computing.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to the studio, another tall person which can appreciate the height of this desk.
I love the height of I haven't commented on it yet, but I like this table.
Yeah, see? We're going to be building myself a brand new 45Drives HL15 storage server. Now, why would I want a storage server?
Well, we started talking a little bit about what is your workflow as far as how do you capture your videos, how do you edit them, how do you get them to your editors? We realized it's not necessarily the most efficient way that you're doing it. So
no, it's not.
I wanted to help out. I contacted my friends at 45Drives. We're going to build you a storage server. And they sent over their, like you mentioned, their brand new HL15.
But here's the interesting part. This isn't a computer channel. This isn't a beer channel, Craft Computing. This is a 3D printing channel, and you will see these spools of protopasta that I have in front of me. And the reason is 45Drives uses 3D printed parts in their production. How freaking cool is that?
It is amazingly cool to see a technology that we've talked about being used in production actually being used in production, especially by someone who does all their manufacturing here in North America. They're based out of Nova Scotia, Canada.
All of the parts that they use are hosted on their printables page, but they don't come in the right color.
That's right. I hear you have some very specific color schemes that you like to use.
Jeff is going to assist and really, do a lot of the work in getting this server up and going. I know how to put hard drives in a server, but as far as the software and configuration goes, this is where you're really going to flex your muscles. What I'm gonna do is identify the parts inside that I want to be blue, that are 3D printed, and then get those printed. And then together, we form Voltron. No, together we assemble this 45Drives HL15 server with properly colored parts. And that's the crux of it, right?
Can't wait to see it.
It's not just 3D printing that I nerd out about. I've worked in software for decades. I did tech support for Windows 95 when it came out.
Oh boy.
I've built my own PCs. I understand this realm, and so it's kind of exciting that I get to update my knowledge in it.
The cool thing about the HL15 is it's aimed at an entry-level price point that if you run a small or medium-sized business, or you have a lot of data for a Homelab. One of the main focuses of my channel is Homelab, that is running servers at home. So enterprise-style gear, so you can run services out of your house. So you could host all of your own media. You can host all of your own, whole network-wide ad blocking. You can do a whole bunch of other things with servers in your house. This is not an entry-level server, but it is priced actually pretty competitively. This full setup right here is about $2,000 for...
That's really not bad for what you're getting.
Right.
That's really not bad.
You get 15 drives up front here, and I think we're gonna populate all of those for you today.
I think so. Well, HL15,
yes,
makes sense.
Exactly. But inside of here, we've actually got a Xeon platform with ECC memory. It's gonna keep your system running very stable, very, very fast. Should be a lot of fun. So if you look right down here.
So right down here, right? Yeah.
All of these tension brackets are all printed out of PETG. And I think we have a better color for that.
And the fan brackets. The fans are behind here. It'll just add a little bit of blue. Being this a server that hosts everything that I need for 3D printing nerd, I think it's gonna be appropriate that we decorate this with stickers from the community.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Screwdriver?
Screwdriver.
Thank you, sir.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different models. Now the next step is to 3D print stuff. High five, metallic blue PET G. Nice. If you ever wanted to run a print farm, this is what it is. It's just this all day.
Allegedly.
Both Prusa machines are now loaded with the proper Hi-Fi Blue PET G from Protopasta. Now what we're gonna do is get those files sliced up and printing. Look at that, we're back, and we've got printed parts.
Yes.
Up top, dude.
Up top.
Parts print overnight, obviously. These were done on the Prusa XL in Hi-Fi Blue PLA. Now, I know we talked about doing PETG, and these on the Mark IIIs Pluses were PETG. I had 2 spools of PETG. And so I thought, well, could we use some of the PLA? And you suggested the SSD caddies would be fine with that, right?
Yes.
We worry about temperatures within the case, and PETG is suggested, but these SSDs don't generate any heat themselves.
Correct. Yeah, at the front of the case, where we're mounting the hard drives on the slippy slideys, I think we call these.
Slippy slideys, yeah.
The hard drives can get sometimes up to 40, 45 C. Not quite the glass transition temperature of PLA, but it's closer than I'd like it to be. So PETG for the slippy slideys, but the SSDs also at the front of the case, we've got cold air blowing directly on them. The SSDs are not going to get that hot.
No.
PLA is going to work just fine.
That's wonderful.
We should be able to get this thing back together, looking all polished, and then we can finally turn it on and get to configuring.
All right, well, let's do it.
Oh,
Look at the blue, though. The blue stands out.
that is so good.
What we're going to show you is the color inside the case. And Jeff, being someone who is a Homelab aficionado, very skilled in the space, actually said, wow, the color pops. And 45 Drives needs to offer color options inside the case.
We've been talking about it while we've been putting this together. Customization is one of the reasons we get into a lot of different hobbies, whether it be 3D printing, whether it be home lab, whether it be automotive. There are so many areas that we, dive into. This looks dope.
I like it too, and it's a fantastic use of functional 3D printing because they sent pieces that were 3D printed in production.
Yeah.
These are in production, and all we're doing is replacing them with a much better color.
Yeah.
People use 3D printing all the time to make custom things, and this is a fantastic showcase of how these people, 45 Drives, are making home labbers able to customize their internal components, and that's absolutely wonderful.
45 Drives also on printables offers SSD caddies for the back of the case right here. If you wanted to add more storage to the back, you can add 2 or 4 or even 6 SSDs on these 2 little screw holes that are here at the back of the case.
Oh, I see, right back there.
Yeah, and so that's a 3D printable part. They're allowing you to print at home to expand your case options.
I love showing practical and inventive ways of utilizing 3D printing to improve an experience, to customize an experience, or to save costs. This is absolutely brilliant. Like, bravo, 45 Drives, for being able to utilize 3D printing in such a practical way. The next step, though, as Jeff was saying to me earlier, is
My favorite part.
Unboxing drives. Check that out. Look at that. 3D printed parts over there are actually holding the SSDs into place, and they fit perfect.
That is one good looking server.
Like, perfect. What are next steps?
Fire it on and make sure it works.
All right, I'll grab a monitor and a keyboard. Let's see what we can do.
Let's do this.
Next steps are to just turn on the monitor.
Yep.
And power this on.
Yep.
And we should see something on the screen, right? Okay, it's on.
Monitor's on.
Okay, may I?
There's a little switch right there. It should turn on automatically. So flip the switch.
3, 2, 1.
There you go.
There it is.
It lives.
Oh, I feel a cool breeze.
Yes. Oh, we got our display already.
Hey, look at that. Super micro.
It's powered on.
Oh, this is great. Oh, this is great. Will it play Doom?
It'll play Doom.
Sweet. So now at this point, we've got a storage server from 45 Drives, the HL15, properly blued out with 3D printable parts.
I'm afraid I just blew myself.
We're actually gonna get this configured and take a deep dive into the software and kind of get that started up, but that's gonna be over on Jeff's channel. So Jeff, tell them where they can go to find out more about what we're about to do next.
So you can find me on Craft Computing on YouTube. I'm Jeff, and this is what I do with a lot of my content on my channel. I show you how to build and configure servers, and for Joel, we're gonna kit this thing out specifically for video editing workflow. So we're going to set up all of his editing access onto the SSD, so it's nice and fast for you. That'll automatically also copy over to your spinning drives for long-term storage. So we're gonna get that all configured, as well as some remote access stuff for him and his editors to use. And if you wanna see that, subscribe to Craft Computing.
I will obviously put a link down in the diddly-do. One last thing though, this is an amazing server, but it's not very vibrant on the outside, and so here's what I was thinking. Like I said in the beginning, I would love to have stickers from all over the world, from makers and creators and content people on top of this, on the side of this, on the front of this. And so if you're interested in putting your sticker on my 45Drives HL15, there's a PO box listed down below. Send the sticker there and I'll put it on here. And make sure you include a note of a way where I can tag you so that I can take a picture of it and put it up on social media so you see it. Well, listen, go to Craft Computing, link below to follow along on the next steps. But for now, I'm going to thank you for watching, because if you did, you're awesome. Don't forget to hug each other more, fight for a cause you believe in, store properly all the things. Yeah.
RAID is not a backup.
And as always, high five.
High five, my friend.
Nailed it. See you over on Craft Computing.
Cheers, guys.